It is Wallride day. Look how crazy this thing is. We got to do a lot of cutting, a lot of figuring out, because that's going to go up on top of that bank right there. But we got the boys here. Let's go talk to them. Oh yeah, BK is back and he says he's brought treats. Oh, the nerd gummy clusters.
New flavor.
Yeah, those are dangerous. Berry berry?
Yep.
All right, well, it's only 9 a.m. right now.
No,
so
I'm not saying right this second.
What time did we start? 9:45? So we talked about this in yesterday's video. You're really tired after your run. Vinny's here today, and they're talking about...
We got another race coming up next month, and I have no idea what I'm about to get myself into.
Yeah.
So.
Well, let's just hear exactly...
I got stuck in a gated community. I'm not kidding. Like,
I can't even
I rode up the craziest hill. Nobody's around me, and I saw 2 arrows that said this way, and a driveway right next to it, and big like golden and bronze gates, and they were open. So I was like, all right, this is the reroute. Here we go. So I made a right turn, and there was a car pulling out, which is why the gates were open, clearly. So I went in, I took like 5 cranks, and my GPS is like, wrong way. And I'm like, looking around, I'm like, yeah, I don't remember this. And it's telling me I should have turned up there. And I look back, and I see everybody going up the road past the gates. I'm like, damn. So I turn around, and I go right towards the gate, and the gate's just not opening. So I'm waving in the sensors. I'm trying to click the buttons on the sensors, doing whatever I can, and the gates just aren't opening. I guess they only open for vehicles. So everyone's like waving to me, like, you okay? And I'm like, I'm stuck. Like the gates are closed. So they're still like just moving. I don't think they cared if they weren't gonna help me anyway.
Can you imagine those guys all rode past and then they see you on the podium at the end of the day?
Yeah, exactly.
Can you imagine that?
I had to ride like probably 20 feet around a brick wall. There was a bush and then a little brown fence. So I threw my bike over it and I climbed over it to get out of the gated community. But it was a really nice area, like a nice gated community. Like I was curious to see, I want to go back and see what was down that hill.
Yeah.
Because if it was what I'm thinking, I think somebody big time lived
Somebody
there.
big time?
Yeah, it was Golden Gates. It was beautiful. But I was in. I made it in. I was like James Bond when I got in there. Car coming out and I like snuck right in. It was perfect.
So hopefully there's no I don't know, weird stuff like that on the New York one.
All I know
what are you going to do to get ready?
I gotta listen to him and figure out what we gotta do, because he's done it now. He knows what to expect. So I'm just gonna trust in his judgment, and he's gotten us this far, so see what happens.
How much time do you have until...
We got October 23rd.
So pretty much like a month.
Yeah.
Almost,
just
right?
under a month. We just gotta go for it.
Yeah, that's it.
It's all Vin.
Just gotta do
training,
it.
Vin.
He shouldn't even be here right now. He should be on the treadmill.
Should I just go run laps around the driveway right now?
Sprint. Vin, go get me a battery and sprint the whole entire way. And once you're tired, don't
do it
stop.
again.
Sprint back, okay? Because it's
How do you feel today,
worse.
though, right now?
I'm a little sore. It's just this right here.
That hurts?
That's literally it. That hurts. I'm a little sore. I feel good, though. I feel good.
Are you going to start training today? To get...
Yeah. I got a program coming from Joey, an interval training program.
Nice.
So we're going to power through this.
All right, cool. Well, let's power through this rant, man. This is something we need to do.
Do this today.
What do we got to do? We got to sheet the center
Right
part
now,
and then figure
I'm
out the
finishing
top.
sheeting the middle one because I forgot I didn't finish it.
True.
And I already started with the third one.
We have drill
Once we
bits.
get that, then we're just going to shave off the side.
Well, at least we got 3 guys here, so you guys can all grab a drill and just get cranking on it. So we just cut off this end triangle part. How much do you think that thing weighs?
I think my bike's lighter.
So just imagine that whole entire setup right there. It would have been so heavy to get up. So now we got to break it down into two cuts. I'm guessing we'll do the main
I don't know,
middle
Bob
one.
might just take his fork and just have me up there.
If it works, hey, if it works, great.
That's why you didn't do it Saturday, because I was not here.
Yeah, I know.
And
that's why we didn't do a lot of stuff Saturday, because you were here. We need you, BK. We need you. So you can see BK is holding that piece of board in his hand. We're trying to figure out how steep to make the wall ride. We want it to be a little bit banked, and the distance also on the bottom we just figured out. So go farther.
yeah, a little bit more.
So 16, you're saying?
I mean, 16. It would be 16 total
Yeah.
if you're going to this. But
Yeah, I'm down with 16. I think 16's a good enough number for it. I think that should be fun. It shouldn't be too crazy. This is pretty funny, guys. You remember that board that was hanging over the edge?
We didn't cut it.
No need to cut it anymore when Vinny's over here.
Vin's got the old sawzall
Vinny
foot.
stepped on the edge of it and it snapped in half.
Twice.
So you can see, yeah, what happened? How did he do it twice? That doesn't make sense.
He literally just went and stepped on it, didn't know it was there, and it snapped off. And he looked at it. And then he turned around and decided to try and climb in the bucket by stepping off of it, so his foot goes through it again.
Doesn't seem like full panic. I think we'll be okay, guys. I am very happy to say that the 6-foot quarter pipe is ready to ride. It looks really good. Maddie and the guys did a fantastic job sheeting it, using these scrap parts. Went together pretty solid, all things considered, especially since we made it pretty much from scratch on the transition. But coping looks fantastic. Everything looks just amazing, and I'm so excited to watch the guys ride this. So today is the Wallride day. The head engineer is behind me working on this setup, and we are so lucky to have him here. I'm so excited to show you guys exactly how this thing is going to come together. It's pretty ingenious, and it's going to be a big deal getting it up there because it's so heavy, and we're going to have to use the machine. It's going to be quite the process. I'll film it for you guys. Right now, BK is all the way in the back. He's grinding the areas where it needs to be welded on that ramp. And Maddie and Vinny are working on this together. I'll show you guys. So Vinny's up on top putting a screw in. Maddie's down here singing or mumbling with a rhythm. I'm not too sure. He's bolting it. So the reason why is because we've got like kind of like a bubbling issue over here. So we're just trying to make it perfect. Teamwork. So it's almost time to do one of the most dreaded things of this whole build. Get this on top of the ramp. But I just want to quickly show you guys the game plan. So you can see there's a bunch of notches that were carved into the bottom part. They go all the way down there. So let me explain this. The goal is to get those notches to sit on every single one of these beams, and then the head engineer is going to weld them to it. And that should work pretty good with keeping it in place on the bottom. But we also have to weld uprights that are going to sit on here and keep the wall from falling over. So it's going to be very hard to get that whole thing up here, get it into place, hold it up while he does the weld. So it's really complicated. We're all just kind of sitting here and just getting mentally prepared because this is going to be no joke. I put my camera down to help with the delivery of the dumpster, and these guys are already trying to make this thing happen. This is not going to be easy at all. So the head engineer is also an expert at driving heavy equipment. So he's going to be maneuvering it in a tight area, like the fence is right there, that tree is in the center. So his game plan is to use this fork and pull it upward, and he's going to drop this end into place. The boys are patiently waiting for the call, and or maybe.
Sorry,
BK's ordering titanium parts.
Sorry, your mom was texting me about
My mom what?
Your mom was texting me.
What do you mean?
Tires.
Alright. I just want to let you guys all know I still hate these things. I hate tripping on them, and I can't wait for them to disappear. So right now, BK and the head engineer are going to strap this part to the machine so it doesn't crash down and hurt anybody. Gonna make sure that it's in control. They're currently putting the clamps on there to help it from sliding so we can lift it up a little bit higher, because it's not in a good position to do what we need to do. So the goal is to get the forks onto the middle bar. That way we can hold it up and it will be in the clear. Everything was almost perfect, but there was one that has double piping and it was only cut for a single. This one is directly in front of us. So Maddie's now up top. He's making the cut to get this thing in place. I'm still just so impressed with the head engineer notching these things out all the way. I know one of them didn't work, but this is going to fit like a glove. So the boys are starting to position it. Let me just remind you guys that that's what they're standing on right now. Just on top of these beams. This is not easy by any means. Insane. So right now we're repositioning to try to get it to the right angle. We don't want this thing to be vertical. We want it to be slanted back a little bit. So here's the way it's gonna look from the front, and it looks insane. I'm glad this worked out the way it did, but man, it's just like, this is a gamble, trying to figure out exactly how it should be.
Yeah, someone told me not to bring it again.
No, I will put up the text message right now. I said bring it just in case.
Oh.
And he said we're not going to ride today, so what's the point?
So I said bring it just in case.
You're going to read this text message.
Yeah, I think we should. I feel like there's a lot of...
Either way.
We're going to settle this thing right now on Cranmer Court.
I could probably do 9, and are we going to ride it, LOL? Probably not. You could bring your bike in case, though.
So
well, why would I bring my bike if we're probably not going to ride?
He's got a point. I feel like
that's a probably. There's still another chance. Just in case.
Yeah, but you can if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that wasn't...
He didn't give him the absolute... I didn't hear an absolute answer out of there, so...
The option was there.
Brought it.
So far it's Maddie's fault.
I said just in case. How would you...
Who told me not to bring it?
This is never going to end, guys. We need to get to tomorrow, and then we're going to get the bike here, guaranteed. So now the head engineer is going to do a lot of prep work, doing the measuring of all the ends of it, making sure it's strapped up into place so he could start welding it. But hey, there he is. What's up, Core? How's the 20.4 running?
I didn't ride it yet.
Okay.
I didn't ride it yet.
So far, those feel all right?
I mean, it feels good in the garage.
Good.
It's real nice.
Good. What do you think about the wall?
It looks big. I like
It
it.
does look pretty cool, right?
Looks very artistic.
Do you like the angle of it?
I do.
Proud moment, guys. The first weld is getting put on the ramp right now. It is official.
I can weld it.
We know. Oh, man. The strongest man on the channel. Oh. Corey, I'm sure Corey just washed his truck.
That's why I looked real quick. I'm like, okay, we're clear.
That's pretty funny. Here's some more verification that this is a backyard project. Insane, guys. We're having a blast, though. So for right now, we're just kind of in a holding pattern. The boys are just sitting on the ledge, just talking about what they're going to do on this setup. We got to get the head engineer to weld up the Wallride, and our man BK is over there. He's grinding the edges of these triangles because we're going to be using these triangles as an extended wall to go on top of the 6-foot. But we got to connect them two together, so BK's got to prep them for the weld. We had one 91-inch upright that worked perfectly, but we do not have the same here. So we need to weld two together and cut it at 91. Here's some more proof that we're not doing anything to code. Of course, up top, helping get the top supports on there. We got a deck installed, so it's not that big of a deal, but you can see the beam that's up in the corner that Corey just put on. There's another one on the other side. That's going to be part of holding the Wallride up, so it's going to have to be some really good welds. Oh, that thing is sick! I can't believe it.
Literally the whole ramp's moving.
Amazing, man.
I'm not surprised by that.
So they were welded to the bottom of the ramp here, and at the top of it, it's welded, and it's doing a fantastic job of holding it. So, ready to sheet tomorrow?
It's the game plan.
And you're bringing your bike?
Maddie lets me.
So we were wrapping it up today. We got a lot done. Just that Wallride alone, like I am so pumped on that thing. This is just gonna be such a cool skate park when all's said and done, but we do have a lot left. There's a lot of very intricate things that we need to do, but there's also big things like the Wallride on this side that we're gonna end up starting tomorrow. So huge thank you to everybody coming. Corey Bergler, Vinny Menino, and the MVP BK has been putting on, he's been killing it. He's been doing so good here. So grateful to have him helping every day. It's just awesome to have him back in the videos and hanging around him all the time. So guys, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Build day number 9. 9 days, that's crazy. Peace.